Welcome back to the Toronto Thunderbirds franchise here on Madden 25. In the last episode, if you did not see it, I really thought we had our second win on the season, but unfortunately Atlanta had other plans in mind and landed a 70-yard Hail Mary as time expired, so we are now 1-8, but the good news is we get to take on the Atlanta Falcons for a second game in a row following our bye week. But before we get into that, you can see that we have several player upgrades to get to, so let's go ahead and jump into those. We are going to start with wide receiver Matt Skandrick, who has been our wide receiver 2 and 3 this season. We're going to upgrade his playmaker ability, and he is going to end up getting +1 to ball carrier vision and spectacular catching, along with +1 to spin move, and then getting 2 to deep route, medium route, release, and short route. Next up, we have our tight end that I am really trying to make a good tight end in the NFL, and that is Braden Willis. We're going to upgrade his possession. He goes up to a 68 overall, and he gets +1 to awareness, ball carrier vision, catching, run block power, short route running, and 2 to medium route running. Then we have Kamani Wallace, who was actually one of our draft picks, but has really not found the field at all this season. He was drafted in the 5th round, and the guy we took in round number 7 has been a lot more productive. But Wallace still gets an upgrade point, so we're going to upgrade that playmaker ability, and he's going to get a bit here. +1 to awareness, carrying, catching traffic, deep route, release, and trucking. Then he gets 2 to medium route and spectacular catching, and 3 to catching. Then we have our other 5th round pick and left tackle Gerald Barclay. We're just going to upgrade that pass protector. So he goes up to, I believe, normally a 68 overall, getting +1 to pass block finesse, and pass block power. And the 7th round receiver that I mentioned a little bit ago is Kyrie Smith, who was already up to a 70 overall. We're going to upgrade that playmaker ability. So he goes up to a 72 right now, getting +2 to catch in traffic, 3 to deep route, 1 to juke move, 2 to medium route, 1 to release, and 2 to trucking. We have another receiver here, and that is wide receiver Dimitri Cox, another guy that's going to get the playmaker ability upgrade up to a 74 overall. This man was an undrafted free agent and right now is the favorite to win Rookie of the Year on the offensive side. He gets +3 to awareness, 1 to ball carrier vision, 1 to break tackle, deep route, 2 to medium route, and 1 to release. The last few guys to get an upgrade point here to start this episode is everyone we took in the first 4 rounds of the draft. So we will start with defensive back Jaleel Torrance, who's going to get a slot upgrade ability, and he is going to end up with +1 to awareness, 2 to man coverage, 2 to tackle, and 1 to zone coverage. That was our 4th round pick, so here is our 3rd round pick in Austin Acosta. We're just going to upgrade his pass coverage with his temporary boost, now an 80 overall, getting +1 to man coverage, play rec, 2 to tackle, and 1 to zone. Obviously, now that means we move on to our 2nd round pick, which was middle linebacker Tracy Wilcox. We'll upgrade his field general, so he is now usually an 80 overall, a boost of temporary +2 and then -2 for morale, but gets +1 to block shedding, 2 to man coverage, 4 to play rec, and 1 to pursuit. And last but most certainly not least was the number 1 overall pick in the last draft, quarterback Ben Richardson, upgrading his field general. He still has -1 for his morale, but here he's going to get +2 to awareness and 1 to throw under pressure. Finally, through all of that, we can now go look at one other thing that I wanted to check out. I looked at the end of the last episode, but now it's been another week, so let's go take a look at the yearly awards for us right now. Josh Allen is the current running favorite to be MVP. If we go down to NFC and then come down to Offensive Rookie of the Year, right now it is expected to be wide receiver Dimitri Cox, and then Devin Stewart is right behind him, but Ben Richardson is in 3rd. Obviously, we have several guys down here. That's going to happen whenever you start as many rookies as we are starting. I was really hoping that Richardson could win Offensive Rookie of the Year, but if Dimitri Cox can get it and get up to a star dev trait or even a superstar dev trait, I wouldn't exactly turn that down. And then Defensive Rookie of the Year right now, the favorite is Tracy Wilcox, followed by David Williams at Arizona, and then John Rodriguez. Frank Ware is down here, Austin Acosta and Jaleel Torrance are also on this list. Once again, when you start this many rookies, stuff like this is going to happen, but the Vikings also have multiple rookies up on this list, but hopefully Tracy Wilcox can hold on to this lead. Just to kind of recap so far how the season has gone stat-wise, Ben Richardson, 2,400 yards, 14 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Running the ball, we have not really been good at it. Keelan Wayne has 87 carries for only 238 yards, averaging 2.7 yards a carry, and only 2 touchdowns. Our offensive line is absolutely awful, so not much of a shock there. But receiving, Dimitri Cox is already up to 53 catches for 600 yards and 5 touchdowns. So that is why he is leading the race for Offensive Rookie of the Year. And then over on defense, leading our team in tackles is actually Will Harris, our starting safety. and then backed up by Tracy Wilcox with 52. In sacks, Kyle Phillips has 5, and interceptions, Tracy Wilcox leads the team with 2, and he came away with both of those in the same game. Even though I went over the entire Falcons depth chart in just the last episode, we're going to go ahead and do it again. They are led by Michael Penix Jr., who was a 76 overall. At running back, they have Bijan Robinson, who is currently listed with an injury, so I don't know if he's going to be playing, but if he's not, then it will be Tyler Algier at 81 overall. Over at wide receiver, they have Drake London at an 86, Darnell Mooney at an 82, and Rondale Moore at a 79. I believe Rondale Moore was who actually beat us for the game-winning touchdown in our last game, so hopefully we can cover him this time. At tight end, they have an 86 overall with Kyle Pitts. Left tackle is going to be an 84. Left guard is a 78. Center is going to be a 66 overall because it looks like their starter is actually injured. Right guard is going to be a 94, and right tackle will be a 79. For their defense, they have an 82 overall at left end. At right end will be a 75. Defensive tackle is a 74. Outside linebacker is a 77. Middle linebacker will be an 81. Right outside linebacker will be a 73. And then at corner, they have a 90 overall in AJ Terrell, a 75 in D. Alford, and then a 75 in Clark Phillips. Over at free safety is a 97 overall in Jesse Bates, and strong safety is a 72 in Jamichael Thompson, a rookie out of Texas. We are actually mostly healthy now. The only guys that are left on the injury report are actually guys that are on IR, so everyone else that can play should be playing for us today. Hopefully today, being back in Toronto kind of gives us our home field advantage, and maybe, just maybe, we can pull out a win. To begin this game, both teams will trade a couple punts in simulation, but now Atlanta has driven down to the 13-yard line, and Penix will drop back to pass. He's going to the end zone. That one will be intercepted on the play. Coming away with that one is safety Will Harris for only, I believe, like our 5th or 6th interception as a team this year. Unfortunately, following that interception, we would actually go 3 and out, but then on Atlanta's very next drive, Caden Stearns, our other safety, would come away with an interception, so we've already picked off Michael Penix twice here in the first quarter. And we're looking to take advantage of that turnover. We have driven down to the 24-yard line for a 1st and 10. Richardson jumping back to pass. He's going to throw this one down the sideline, and I believe he was just throwing that one away. Now it's a 2nd and 10 with a 5-wide set. Richardson is all alone in the backfield. We'll drop back to the pass. Fire over the middle. That'll be caught, and that's Kyrie Smith for a gain of about 8 yards. So now a 3rd and 2. Back in a shotgun set from the 16-yard line. We'll give this one to DJ Dallas, who goes to the outside and does not find any space, and that should take us to the end of the first quarter. And we're apparently going to be aggressive here on 4th and 2. Instead of taking the points, we are going to go for it. Richardson from under center will look to pass, going downfield, and that'll be caught for the 1st down, and that is Matt Skandrick down to the 4-yard line. I am not going to lie to you guys, that was an incredibly risky pass. It looked like we had a tight end open underneath, like wide open. But now 1st and goal from the 4, handoff to Keelan Wayne, trying to find some room to run, and he will fight his way down to the 2-yard line to bring up a 2nd and goal. With a shotgun set, it looks like DJ Dallas is in the backfield here, and that's going to be a false start. Actually, no, they call it a neutral zone infraction, so instead we get the ball at the 1-yard line. Now for a 2nd and goal, we come out in what looks like an I formation. DJ Dallas is the running back. That's where we go with it, up the middle, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Toronto. We will take a 7-0 lead. On the following drive, Atlanta is now facing a 3rd and 7 from the 35. We almost jumped off sides there. Penix will look to pass here. Rolling to the outside, trying to buy some time, and he will end up throwing this one away, so I imagine they will send out their field goal unit. It will be a 52-yard try to get Atlanta on the board here. The snap, the hold, the kick is away, and this one will be good. We're going to jump ahead into the second half here where we got the ball first. It is a 3rd and 7. It's still 7-3 in this game. We're going to send a man in motion. Richardson will drop back to pass. He throws it underneath. That'll be caught by Keelan Wayne, who will have the 1st down. No, they rule it a 4th and 1. And I really don't understand this decision. I feel like we are in field goal range, but we are going to punt this one away. But honestly, I think I would have reviewed that because it looked like he got the 1st down. But our defense would end up forcing a punt, so we got the ball back. It's now a 3rd and 5 from the 32. And he's throwing it underneath again, this time for the 1st down to Braden Willis. That would keep our drive moving. Now Richardson lines up under center. He will take the snap. It's going to be a play fake to Keelan Wayne. Now under pressure, he's getting sacked. That will bring up a 2nd and 18 for Toronto. Richardson goes back under center. It's going to be another play fake. Looking to go downfield, trying to buy time. Hit as he's throwing, but finds his man, and that will set up a 3rd and 2. It was Dimitri Cox on the reception. We will see if we actually snap this ball before the end of the 3rd quarter. from the 15-yard line. Richardson under center, and no, we will take it to the final quarter of this game, so no one scores in the entire third quarter of this one. We will line up in shotgun for this play. We send DJ Dallas to the outside. Richardson with a quick throw that'll be caught for the first down by Tyquan Thornton to the 11-yard line. Richardson lines up under center now. Keelan Wayne is lined up at running back. We will take the snap. It's a handoff to Wayne to go up the middle. Some great blocking, and Keelan Wayne dives into the end zone. Touchdown, Toronto. That might be his best touchdown run of the season. Hell, it might be one of our best run plays of the season. Just great blocking on this one. There is some unfortunate news following that. I went to simulate the extra point, and it actually got blocked. So instead of an 11-point lead, we only have a 10-point lead. But our defense could get Atlanta off the field right here. It's a 3rd and 9. From their own 37, Penix will drop back to pass. Dancing to the outside. He's under a lot of pressure, and he is getting sacked on the play back to the 28-yard line. That was John Rodriguez who made the sack, but now we face a 3rd and 10. From the Falcons' 36-yard line, Richardson will drop back to pass. He's throwing underneath. That'll be caught by, I believe, Matt Skandrick, and that makes it a 4th and 4 at the 31. So with just about 6.5 minutes to go in the game, the snap, the hold, the kick is away, and Sam Haynes will make this one a 13-point game. And on the Falcons' next drive, as they were getting downfield, Jaleel Torrance comes away with our team's 3rd interception of the day and his 1st interception of his career. But this game is not exactly over yet. About 3 minutes to go, it's a 3rd and 6, and is that going to be a flag on Atlanta? Because that would make it a 3rd and 1, and yeah, it's going to be encroachment on the Falcons. It was called on defensive tackle Javon Kinlaw, so now a 3rd and 1. DJ Dallas is in the backfield. Never mind, he's going to get motioned out. Richardson will look to pass. A quick throw will be caught for the first down by Dimitri Cox. Can we end up just putting this game away? 1st and 10 from the 12. Back in a shotgun set. Richardson letting the clock run down, which is smart. He will look to pass, going over the middle, and that is knocked out of his receiver's hands. That was a hospital pass. With 2:14 remaining, we line up under center on a 2nd and 10. It'll be a toss to the outside. That's caught by Keelan Wayne, who will get met and brought down for no gain. That should take us down to the 2-minute warning. We come out under center for the 3rd down now. Richardson will take the snap. It's going to be a handoff to Keelan Wayne, forcing Atlanta to burn their timeouts, which is a smart decision as he gets a gain of 4 yards. And we should send out Sam Haynes to try to make this a 16-point game with just 1:55 remaining. It is a short field goal try. The kick is away, and it is good. And now, barring a complete miracle yet again, we should now finally have our 2nd win on the season. Michael Penix will draw back to pass. He throws it underneath. That'll be caught by Mooney. And yeah, you are not going to have enough time to do anything. They burn that final timeout with just 5 seconds to go. So let's go ahead and watch this final play as we wrap up our 2nd win on the season. Penix will drop back to pass. He's going to lob this one to the end zone, and that one will be intercepted. And I believe it's Jaleel Torrance getting his 2nd on the day. And no, it is actually 27, which is going to, I believe, be Frank Ware. I could be wrong on that one. Yeah, I actually am wrong. That is Jeff Clements. That's our backup safety. So we get 4 interceptions on the day and defeat the Falcons 19-3, which I would say is pretty solid revenge for how the last game ended. Our quarterback never threw a touchdown in this game, but I will take that if it means we get a win. 24 of 36 for 251. And then running the ball, Keelan Wayne got 11 carries for 40 yards and a touchdown. DJ Dallas even got a touchdown. Receiving, Dimitri Cox 6 for 79, Tyquan Thornton 5 for 64. And then Tracy Wilcox led our team in tackles today with a total of 8 in sacks. We only got 1. That was from John Rodriguez. But like I said, we got 4 interceptions. Jeff Clements came away with that final play. Jaleel Torrance got 1, Will Harris got 1, and Caden Stearns came away with 1. It was a pretty rough day for Michael Penix. 18 of 33 for 205, no touchdowns and 4 interceptions. Running the ball, Algier got 41 yards on 12 carries. And then receiving, no one really did a whole lot against us. Looks like their best one was Drake London, 4 for 42. And generally, I don't show defensive stats, but I noticed it happening a lot in simulation. Yeah, we got sacked 7 times today. 3 from, I'm not going to try to say your name, 2 from Caden Ellis, 1 from Grady Jarrett, and 1 from Javon Kinlaw. So yeah, our quarterback kind of got murdered today, but we got the win. The only upgrade following that game is running back Keelan Wayne, who will now be a 70 overall for us, except for I guess he still has -1 to his morale, but he gets +1 to agility, break tackle, carrying, and juke move. In our next game, we get to take on the 3-8 Arizona Cardinals, so that is a team that is battling us for that #1 pick in the draft. And honestly, there's another team that I kind of thought we really screwed our chances on, battling us for that pick as well. because the Browns were 1-9 going into last week, but they also managed to pull out a win. So as of right now, I believe the Browns do have the #1 pick, but they've also played an extra game than us, so they have not had their bye week just yet. But now, focusing on our opponent for this week, they are led by an 82 overall quarterback in Kyler Murray, a former Oklahoma Sooner, who still has 93 speed. At running back, they have Trey Benson, who is an 82 overall, but there is an injury logo next to him, so it may be Amari DiMarcado, who is a 74, and I probably said his name wrong. Over at wide receiver, they have an 85 overall in Marvin Harrison Jr., an 80 overall in Michael Wilson, and a 75 in Zay Jones. At tight end is Trey McBride at an 88 overall. Left tackle will be an 82, left guard will be a 76, center will be a 78, right guard will be a 71, right tackle will be an 81. Over on defense, they have a 73 overall at left end. At right end will be a 76 overall. Defensive tackle will be a 75. Outside linebacker will be an 81. Middle linebacker is going to be an 80. Right outside linebacker will be a 72. At corner, they have a 79 overall rookie in David Williams, and then an 80 overall in Sean Murphy-Bunting. At free safety is an 83, and strong safety is a 91 overall Budda Baker, easily their best player on defense. Now, if it actually mattered in Madden, this would be a massive home field advantage over Arizona, especially this late into the season, because obviously Toronto is going to be, just a couple degrees colder than Arizona would be, but we are still at home, so let's see if it helps us pull out this win. Before we even get to jump into the game, nothing big had happened at all. We had just been trading punts. Well, on this drive, Ben Richardson gets picked off by Budda Baker, and they run it in for a touchdown, so Arizona is now up 7-0. I guess we will find out if Richardson can rebound from that. A 3rd and 7 from the 35. They're bringing a lot of pressure. We get the screen to the outside, and he ends up with the first down. That moves them up to the 26-yard line. Now back in shotgun again. He will take the snap and look to pass, throwing to the outside along the sideline, caught by Tyquan Thornton for a 6-yard play. We will find out if we snap this ball before the end of the first quarter. 2nd and 4 from the 20-yard line, and we definitely will. Hand off to Keelan Wayne, who is buried in the backfield. So we get to start the second quarter with a 3rd and 5, and we come out with a 5-wide set. Richardson will drop back to pass. He's going downfield, and that'll fall incomplete, but there is a flag. Is it going to be roughing the passer? Personal foul, roughing the passer on Arizona. So instead of a 4th and 5 at the 21, we get a 1st and 10 at the 11. Richardson will drop back to pass. Dropping farther back, still standing in the pocket. Now rolling to the outside, and he's going to get sacked on the play by Zaven Collins for a loss of 5. That will bring up a 2nd and 15. We come out with a 5-wide set yet again. Richardson will take the snap and look to pass. Rolling to the outside, trying to buy some time. Going to the end zone and throwing right to the defense for his 2nd pick of the day. I honestly don't even know what he saw on this play, because there was no way you were fitting that through everybody. I mean, just look at this. He let that go. The defender is standing right in front of DJ Dallas the entire. Murphy-Bunting just turned and just saw the ball flying right towards him. Luckily for us, in simulation, our defense would actually force another punt, so we got the ball back. It's 3rd and 5 from the 41. Richardson trying to keep this drive alive and nearly throws another interception. And instead of going for this or kicking an incredibly long field goal, we just punt this one away, and it will go for a touchback. With 2 minutes to go in the first half, we will finally jump in and watch the defense. They have driven down to the 14-yard line. Kyler looks to pass to the outside, caught by Marvin Harrison for a gain of 8. That brings up a 2nd and 2 for them. Now the 7-yard line with 2 running backs in the backfield. Kyler will take the snap, rolling to the outside. He's under pressure and getting sacked on the play by Amari Barno. 3rd and 10. Now the 14 again. Kyler is back in shotgun. He will take the snap. It's going to be a screen to the outside that's caught by his back to the edge, breaks that tackle, and we force him out of the 8-yard line. We burn our first time out, so that should lead to them kicking a field goal. It will just be a short 25-yard try. The kick is away, and Arizona is up 10-0 on us. Following that field goal, I tried to just simulate the halftime, but we had a couple nice chunk plays, and now with 24 seconds and a timeout, we are in field goal range. So let's go ahead and jump into this game and figure out exactly how we're going to end this half. The clock is running down though, and our defense is lined up on offense. We do burn our final timeout. So I imagine with 4 seconds to go, we're just going to kick a field goal. Yeah, all right, that was completely pointless to jump in on, but let's see if we can actually make this 49-yard try. Sam Haynes with a kick. It is away, and this is a 1-score game because the kick is good. Okay, make this a 1-point game for right now. I was simulating to start the second half. We got the ball first, and we get a 44-yard touchdown to Kyrie Smith, and we make the extra point, so this is now a tie ball game. However, the Cardinals are in Toronto territory for a 3rd and 10 from the 23-yard line under a lot of pressure, and that screen goes right into the back of his lineman. Now Arizona would make that field goal to take a 3-point lead. We'll jump a couple possessions later. It's a 3rd and 24 here in the 4th quarter, and this play is going to get nowhere near the first down, so we'll punt it away. With just 7 minutes to go, it's a 3rd and 2. They're at the Toronto 43-yard line. Kyler will drop back to pass. A quick throw will be caught for the first down as he gets all the way to the 32. 6.5 minutes to play now. It's a 1st and 10. Kyler's going to line up under center. He takes the snap, hands off to the back, who goes up the middle, and he will get met and brought down for just a 4-yard play. That brings up a 2nd and 6. Kyler Murray back in shotgun again. From the 29-yard line, he'll take the snap, hand off to the back, who goes to the outside. He'll get met and brought down for just a gain of a couple yards. Now a 3rd and 4. Can the defense hold them to another field goal try? 5:15 to play. From the 26-yard line, Kyler will drop back to pass. He's going to go deep over the middle, and that's incomplete, but there is a flag down, and it might be pass interference, and that's exactly what it is. That sets Arizona up at the 14-yard line with 5:10 to play. Kyler Murray back in shotgun again. Will take the snap and look to pass. He's going to fire this to the outside. He's got a man open, and that'll set up a 1st and goal from the 1 thanks to Zay Jones. We also had an injury on the play, and that was Kyle Phillips. So now on a 1st and goal out of an I formation, they give it to their back, who goes to the outside. He gets met, but he fights his way into the end zone anyway. Touchdown Cardinals. And that would end up wrapping this game up. The Cardinals will get another garbage time touchdown, so your final score today is 27-10, and once again, our winning streak will stop at 1 game. Quarterback Ben Richardson goes 22 of 37 for 288, 1 touchdown, and 2 interceptions on the ground. Keelan Wayne got 9 carries for just 19 yards. And then receiving, Tyquan Thornton had apparently one hell of a day. 11 catches for 153 yards, and Kyrie Smith even got a touchdown. It looks like Austin Acosta is going to be the one to lead our team in tackles today with a total of 10. We got 1.5 sacks from Omari Barno, 1 sack from John Rodriguez, and a half of one from Austin Acosta, but we got no interceptions today. And then over on the other side, Kyler Murray goes 18 for 28, 214 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Zamir White ran for 50 yards on 16 carries and a touchdown. DeMarcado also got a touchdown. And then receiving, their best one was apparently their tight end, 5 for 63 from Trey McBride. The only meaningful upgrade following that game is wide receiver Kyrie Smith. We're going to go ahead and upgrade his playmaker again. He goes up to a 74 overall now with a morale boost, but he gets +1 to awareness, ball carrier vision, carry and catch in traffic, 2 to catching, 2 to deep route, 1 to medium route, short route, spin move, and trucking. There is actually one contract that I kind of want to get done before we get to the offseason, and that is going to be for our kicker, Sam Haynes. And I would much rather just offer him like a 3-year deal. We'll give him a little bit of bonus money. We'll up that just a bit. Not like we don't have the cap space, but a 3-year offer, and he will be returning. There are a few more people that I would love to actually start offering contracts, but the re-sign interest on a lot of them is actually relatively low, so I'll have to make a lot of decisions in the offseason. I am going to be 100% honest here. I don't know how much of this game we are actually going to watch. I think San Francisco is probably the best team we have played so far. An 89 overall, 91 offense, 87 defense, and a 10-2 record, and we are going to San Francisco. So, probably not going to be a very pretty game here. You can see where we rank compared to them. It is not good at all. But now we get to actually do some scouting here for a focus player. Even if we don't land the #1 pick, I think it's pretty safe to say we will be picking inside the top 3, and I really want to nail that draft pick. And I think I kind of want to focus this draft a lot on just building the trenches, so offensive and defensive line. So we're going to start by adding Darren Timmons, and then we're going to add Justin Choice, and then the last guy I want to add down here is going to be Bobby Stewart. And hopefully between those 3 guys, we find someone we can take with our 1st round pick. Or if, it ends up being one of the receivers or whatever, but those are the 3 guys I'm going to be using this on. In case you were at all curious, here is the current playoff picture. Not much of a shock that Toronto is not currently here. The 49ers are currently led by a 97 overall Brock Purdy. Alright, that is an incredibly high overall for Purdy. That is insane. Alright, whatever. Running back is Christian McCaffrey at a 97. That one I understand. Wide receiver is a 94 overall in Brandon Ayuk, a 90 overall Deebo Samuel, an 82 in Ricky Pearsall. At tight end is a 99 George Kittle. Left tackle is going to be a 77. Left guard is going to be an 80. Center is an 83. Right guard is an 84. And right tackle is a 76. We start on defense with a 98 overall Nick Bosa at left end. At right end is a 74. Defensive tackle will be an 84 overall Javon Hargrave. Left outside linebacker is going to be an 88 Dre Greenlaw. Middle linebacker, a 99 Fred Warner. Right outside linebacker is a 78 overall rookie. And then at corner, a 94 in Charvarius Ward, a 90 and Lenore. I'm not going to try to say your first name. And an 82 in Renardo Green. Free safety is an 81 and strong safety is an 80. Don't get me wrong, we are going to be watching some of this game. I just honestly believe this could get out of hand really, really fast. And once it becomes a blowout, we're not going to watch much. But if we can stay competitive, I would be really, really impressed. And just right off the bat, we end up going with a 3-and-out in simulation. San Francisco gets the ball and goes right downfield and takes a 7-0 lead. Alright, but maybe Ben Richardson has a little bit to show here today. He's gotten us down to the 16-yard line here in the rain. With a handoff to DJ Dallas to the outside, he gets us down to the 11-yard line, a 5-yard carry. So now it's a 2nd and 5 with a 5-wide set. Richardson all alone in the backfield, will look to pass. A quick throw, and that is going to be caught by Kyrie Smith, and it sets up a 1st and goal. Now we will come out in a shotgun set with a bunch set at the top of your screen. And Richardson will look to pass, dropping farther back under pressure, hit as he's throwing, but it will go out of bounds. Now a 2nd and goal from the 6-yard line. Richardson back in shotgun. DJ Dallas is the running back. That's where we go. And Dallas goes up the middle to get all the way to the 3-yard line to bring up a 3rd and goal for us. Another shotgun set. Richardson will look to pass. Under immediate pressure, they brought a blitz, and it's going to get home. We get sacked back at the 10-yard line and should settle for a field goal. It will just be a short 27-yard try. The kick is away, and we are now officially on the board. Just not a whole lot has been going on here in the first half. We're down to the final 35 seconds of it, and a 1st and goal from the 6. Purdy will drop back to pass. Under pressure, goes to the end zone, and that one will be caught by Brandon Ayuk. I don't know why that defensive back got out of position there. It looked like he was in a pretty good spot to make a play, but the Niners will go up 14-3. They would then get the ball to start the second half, so now it's a 1st and goal from the 5 as they've driven all the way downfield. Trying to make this a 21-3 game. Handoff to Christian McCaffrey, who goes to the outside, but he gets met and brought down in the backfield. A great play from the Toronto defense that time to shut that down. Now a 2nd and goal from the 8. They go back to McCaffrey, who goes up the middle, and he'll get met and brought down by Tracy Wilcox for just a 1-yard play. A 3rd and goal from the 7. Purdy comes out in a shotgun set. He will drop back to pass this time. A throw to McCaffrey, who will get met and brought down, so they should settle for a field goal to make it 17-3. We will now jump into the 4th quarter, where it's still a 14-point game. We face a 4th and 3 from the 42-yard line of San Francisco. We'll send a man in motion. Hand off to DJ Dallas, who goes to the outside, but is met by Fred Warner. That's a turnover on downs. You know, our defense has played a lot better today than I honestly expected. With under 5 minutes to go, we get the ball back. It's a 2nd and 6 handoff to DJ Dallas, and he gets the 1st down to the 14-yard line. And we still have all 3 timeouts, so a touchdown, and we are right back in this game. We come out in shotgun. We'll go back to the running back. This time it's Keelan Wayne, who will fight his way forward for a gain of about 3 yards. That brings up a 2nd and 7, all alone in the backfield. Richardson, a quick throw. That'll be caught, and never mind. Dropped by Tyquan Thornton. Could not hold on to the ball through that hit, so a 3rd and 7. A shotgun set. Richardson will take the snap and look to pass again. Driving farther back. Now he's going to look to run. Richardson can take off. He's got the 1st down and brought down to the 2-yard line to bring up a 1st and goal. Immediately running a no-huddle offense. About 3 minutes to play. Richardson dropping back to pass. Rolling to the outside. Throwing through the back of the end zone. That obviously sets up a 2nd and goal. We'll take the snap. Handoff to Keelan Wayne, who will dive and not get into the end zone. I think they ruled him just inches shy. Yeah, we are less than half a yard away. Richardson will drop back to pass. Rolling to the outside. Throws on the run, and that's tipped down. So now a 4th and goal from the 1-yard line. Obviously, we are going to go for this. With 2:30 to play. Richardson back in shotgun. DJ Dallas is the running back. Richardson will look to pass to the end zone. He finds his man. Touchdown, Braden Willis. With 2:23 to play, we're going to need the defense to step up big here. Brock Purdy comes out in shotgun. He'll send McCaffrey in motion. They will actually look to pass here on 1st down. And he's under a lot of pressure. Rolling to the outside. We apparently can't get the sack there, but we do get the sack there for a loss of 4. It is Barno. We would then burn our 1st timeout with 2nd and 14 and 2:16 to go. Now a handoff to McCaffrey, who was brought down immediately. That brings up a 3rd and 12 as we burn our 2nd timeout. 2:13 remaining. Brock Purdy comes out with a 5-wide set from the 26-yard line. He'll drop back to pass. Dropping farther back. Now rolling to the outside, trying to find somebody open, and he will end up throwing this one away instead of taking the sack. So with 2:07 to go, the clock will stop, and we keep a timeout. So our offense is going to have a chance here. The punt will be sent deep. Let's see what kind of field position we can get. We'll field it at about the 30, and he'll get met about the 32 and brought down. A minute 59 remaining. Officially, they marked him down to the 33. But Richardson will draw back to pass. A quick throw will be caught by Braden Willis, who will get met and brought down for about a 5-yard play. Now a minute 34 to go in the game, and the clock is running. Richardson from under center will draw back to pass. Another quick throw to Braden Willis, and another quick, I don't even know if he got a yard on that one, but it sets up a 3rd and 5. From the 37, he'll drop back to pass. Richardson looking to buy some time and will throw it away at the last possible second. So with a 4th and 5 and a minute 12 to go, if we don't get this, it is game over. Richardson back in shotgun. Keelan Wayne is the running back this time. Still the 37-yard line. He will look to pass. Under pressure, needs to get rid of it, and he's going to get sacked on the play, and that will wrap this game up. Look, I know we lost this one, but I am really proud of this team for competing with a team as good as the San Francisco 49ers are in this season. They are 10-2 trying to fight, well now 11-2, trying to fight for the #1 seed, and we are essentially trying to tank and get the #1 pick, but we still competed with them throughout the entire game. I am really impressed with our defense. Obviously, I wish our offense could have shown a bit more, but they were incredibly outmatched. The final stats for Ben Richardson, 18 of 33 for 141 and a touchdown. Running the ball, Keelan Wayne got 10 carries for 33 yards. DJ Dallas got 23 yards on 7 carries. Receiving, Kyrie Smith 5 for 37, but our best one was Tyquan Thornton, 5 for 62, and Braden Willis got our only receiving touchdown. I guess Tracy Wilcox was just flying all over the field today, led the team in tackles with a total of 14. We got 1.5 sacks from Barno, we got 1 sack from Kyle Phillips, and a half of one from Austin Acosta, but no interceptions. Brock Purdy ends up finishing this game 16 of 24 for 170 yards and 2 touchdowns. Christian McCaffrey, 92 yards on 20 carries, 4.6 yards a carry. I understand that's, a pretty solid day, I would say, but I fully expected McCaffrey to go over 150 yards on us. And then receiving, Deebo Samuel was easily their best receiver, 6 catches for 75 yards. McCaffrey got a touchdown, and Brandon Ayuk got a touchdown. Following the game, there are a couple of player upgrades I want to get to real fast. Let's go ahead and start with tight end Braden Willis. We'll upgrade his vertical threat ability, and he is going to end up getting +2 to catch in traffic, 1 to catching deep route, medium route, run block finesse, short route, and trucking. And next up, we have outside linebacker Austin Acosta, who is now going to officially be an 80 overall for us, and he gets +3 to awareness and 1 to zone coverage. And even though we were just on Thursday Night Football to take on the 49ers, the very next week we get another Thursday night primetime game, but this time against the 9-3 Buffalo Bills, but we do have a press conference to get to first. Do you feel like quarterback Ben Richardson has a chance to surprise people this week? This could be his chance to build some buzz. I'm not gonna guarantee anything. Yes, I think he'll surprise people. You know what? We'll just say that. He has a chance to turn heads, yes. Would 3 TD passes be enough to build some buzz? Yeah, we're not going to say why not 4. We're going to go and say 3 is fine. And then we're going to really hope that our quarterback has an incredible day. For the second game in a row, we get to take on a very highly rated quarterback. This time it is Josh Allen, who is a 98 overall. Running back is going to be James Cook at an 86 overall. Wide receiver is an 83 overall in Keon Coleman, an 88 in Khalil Shakir. I think I said your name right, probably didn't. And then a 76 in Curtis Samuel. Tight end's going to be an 84 overall, Dalton Kincaid. Left tackle's an 84. Left guard's going to be a 77. Center is going to be an 81 overall rookie. All right, they took an incredible center in the draft. Right guard's going to be a 77, and right tackle is going to be an 83. And once again, for the second straight week, but this time it's at left end, we get to take on another highly rated defensive end. Greg Russo is a 92 overall. At right end's a 76. Defensive tackle is going to be an 86. Outside linebacker is an 87. Middle linebacker is an 82. Right outside linebacker is a 78. At corner, it's an 87 overall, an 85, and an 84. Free safety is an 81, and strong safety is an 82. Well, I want to say we don't stand much of a chance in this game, but I said that at the start of the last one, and then we had a chance to lead a game-tying drive at the very end. So once again, hopefully we can just stay competitive. Both teams' very first drive would lead to a punt, but now Buffalo is driven down to the 12-yard line. It's a 2nd and 6 still in the first quarter. And Josh Allen will drop back to pass. He fires to the outside and finds Keon Coleman to set up a 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. Allen back in a shotgun set again this time. James Cook is lined up in the backfield. Will they give the ball to the running back? No, they won't. It's going to be a quick pass that'll be caught, and down to the 2-yard line once again is Keon Coleman. They now line up for a second and goal. Allen back in shotgun again. We'll drop back to pass. A quick throw is going to be caught into the end zone. Touchdown Buffalo. I believe that is going to be Curtis Samuel. Never mind, that is Khalil Shakir, the guy's name that I'm probably mispronouncing. Our very next drive would take us into the second quarter, but we face a 3rd and 11 from the 41. Richardson will drop back to pass, and he's going to be under pressure and getting sacked on the play back at the 47 to bring up a 4th and 17. Later on in the second quarter, we have the ball back down to the Buffalo 25-yard line for a 1st and 10. We'll hand off to Keelan Wayne, who goes up the middle with some great blocking, gets to the edge, and Keelan Wayne is into the end zone. Touchdown, Toronto. That may be his best touchdown run of the season. I think we saw one earlier that I said that on, but I think that one may top it. Now with just 48 seconds to go in the half, they have a 3rd and 3 at the Toronto 29-yard line. They still have 2 timeouts remaining. Allen will draw back, goes to the outside, and that'll be caught for the first down. I thought there was a chance that he was going to jump that route and have a pick six. But now with 44 seconds to go, they have 1 timeout remaining. From the 24-yard line, he sends a tight end in motion. Now he's going to send him back. Allen will drop back to pass. A quick throw will be caught, and he's immediately met and brought down. That would cause Buffalo to burn their final timeout with 38 seconds to go here. Allen back in a shotgun set. James Cook is the running back, but obviously they will look to pass. A quick throw caught by Dalton Kincaid all the way down to inside the 10-yard line, ruled down to the 7. But now they're running no-huddle offense. Down to 10 seconds to go in the half. Allen back in shotgun. James Cook is the running back. They're letting a lot of time run off the clock here. He will take a stab. It's a lob to the end zone, and that will fall incomplete, but there is a flag down. And what is this going to be? Pass interference. There was no one anywhere close to the guy. Okay, whatever. It does not really matter because they're going to settle for a field goal anyway here with 4 seconds to go in the half. And I imagine this will just take us to halftime. The kick is away, and it is good. Following that, we would get the ball to start the second half and have driven all the way down to the 15-yard line. It's a 1st and 10. Hand off to Keelan Wayne to the outside, who will be met and brought down for just a 1-yard carry. That brings up a 2nd and 9. Richardson lines up under center from the 14-yard line. He takes the snap. Hands off to Wayne to the outside. Wayne has another huge lane, and Keelan Wayne into the end zone again. What has gotten into him today? Following that, the defense would force another punt, and now we have driven down to the Buffalo 47, facing a 3rd and 5. Richardson will drop back to pass. They're bringing a blitz. Needs to get rid of this ball. Throws to the outside. That's going to be caught by Thornton, and it's ruled a 4th and inches. That entire ball is across the first down marker. Can we please, not review that? Okay, I guess we're just going to punt this one away and give it back to Buffalo, as it's going to go for a touchback. The Bills have driven into Toronto territory where they face a 3rd and 2 from the 46. Allen back in shotgun. It's going to be a read option to the outside. He gets the first down, and Moore gets to the edge before getting brought down to the 38-yard line. They would just let that play take us to the final quarter of this game, a 1st and 10. Allen back in shotgun. Will take the snap. It's a fake to James Cook. Now thrown to the outside, caught by Coleman, who is immediately brought down. That's just a 5-yard play. Now from the Toronto 33-yard line. Allen comes out with James Cook in the backfield. He will drop back to pass. A quick throw to the outside. He finds his man, and that is going to be Curtis Samuel down to the 16-yard line. That's going to lead to a shotgun set for Buffalo, and we nearly jumped off sides there. He's going to send his man in motion. Allen will now take the snap, and is firing this one over the middle, and that is going to fall incomplete. I think had Wilcox been paying attention, he could have come away with an interception there. That was an incredibly risky ball from Josh Allen, but it leads to a 2nd and 10. In a shotgun set this time. James Cook is in the backfield. He's going to send Kincaid in motion, and now he's going to send him right back. It'll be a handoff to Cook, who gets to the edge, to the outside, and is brought down for just a couple yards. That makes it a 3rd and 8 now for Buffalo. Allen back in shotgun. Cook is in the backfield. They go back to James Cook, and Cook will get met and brought down. That will bring up a 4th and 4. Now, will they go for it or just make this a 1-point game? They are actually going to stay on the field and go for it here. 4th and 4 from the 11-yard line. Allen back in shotgun. Will send James Cook in motion, so this will be a pass play. Allen with a quick throw to the outside that is caught, and it is ruled a 1st and goal. Under 9 minutes to go from the 6 now, and that is going to be a neutral zone infraction or an encroachment on Toronto. Instead of the 6-yard line, they get to move the ball up to the 3 for this 1st and goal. Allen out of a shotgun set with a quick throw to the outside, caught by his man, and that's Dalton Kincaid down to the 1-yard line. Now they come out in a 5-wide set. I'm expecting a quick pass or a quarterback draw. It's a quick throw to the end zone and a wide open man. Touchdown Buffalo. They will take the lead. On the ensuing Toronto possession, it's a 3rd and 3 from our own 37. Richardson back in shotgun. Looking to pass to keep this drive alive. Goes downfield. He finds Dimitri Cox, who will fight his way to the 50-yard line. We will go ahead and stay in on this drive. We come out in a pistol set. We'll take the snap, hand off to Keelan Wayne, who goes up the middle, and he's only going to get a yard or two. We line up for a 2nd and 8 with 2 running backs in the backfield. It is Keelan Wayne and DJ Dallas. Richardson will send Tyquan Thornton in motion. He takes the snap and looks over the middle. He finds his man. That is going to be Matt Scandrick all the way down to the 29. With just about 5 minutes to go in the game now, Richardson back in shotgun again. DJ Dallas in the backfield. Richardson will stand back and now throw this to the outside. Another quick catch, and that time it's Tyquan Thornton for about a gain of 7. So now it's a 2nd and 3. Richardson back in shotgun again. DJ Dallas is the running back. Richardson standing in the pocket, hit as he's throwing, and that one will fall incomplete. 4:19 to go in the game. Richardson lines up under center. Keelan Wayne is in at running back. He has had a pretty solid day so far, so we will give it to him to the outside, but he won't find any space. They do rule that he got a yard, but it brings up a 4th and 2, and we will just send out kicker Sam Haynes to attempt this 39-yard field goal to tie the game up. With about 3:40 to go, the kick is away, and it is good. On Buffalo's drive, we're going to jump ahead to the 2-minute warning. They have driven all the way down to the Toronto 38-yard line. Both teams do have all 3 timeouts still. Allen lines up under center, hands off to James Cook, who goes up the middle, and he will not get the first down. We burn our first timeout, and that will lead to a 4th and 1, where they will attempt a 54 or a 53-yard field goal to try to take a 3-point lead. The snap, the hold, the kick is away, and this one will be good. The kick return would be returned to the 31-yard line. So with 1:48 to go and 2 timeouts, it is up to Ben Richardson to either force overtime or win this game in regulation. We're going to come out with a 5-wide set. He will take the snap. Now standing in the pocket. He's under pressure. Gets rid of it over the middle, and that one will fall incomplete. Tried to hit Tyquan Thornton, and now that'll lead to a 2nd and 10. We come out with a shotgun set this time. Obviously still at the 31-yard line. Richardson will drop back to pass. It's a screen to the outside, caught by Keelan Wayne, and Wayne will get met and brought down for just a 3-yard play. That brings up a 3rd and 7. Wayne is still lined up at running back as Richardson will drop back to pass again. He's under pressure, rolling to the outside, and he's going to get sacked to bring up a 4th and 19. So now we're going to need a miracle to get this first down. Richardson out of shotgun will drop back, going downfield, and that gets deflected away. And with only 2 timeouts remaining, Buffalo will get out of here with a win. That is 2 games in a row where we were competing with the best teams in the NFL just to come up short right at the very end. I'm still proud of this team. We are 2-11 now, but I fully expected to get blown out in both of these games, and we competed in both of them. And honestly, at one point in this game, I thought we might actually win it. The final stats for our quarterback, Ben Richardson, goes 13 of 23 for 157, no touchdowns, no interceptions. And then Keelan Wayne just apparently had the best game of his career, 82 yards on 13 carries and 2 touchdowns. Receiving, Tyquan Thornton, 5 for 53, was our best receiver today. I don't really like seeing that our 3rd-string defensive back led the team in tackles, but that's who did, with 8 from Frank Ware. Tracy Wilcox came away with 7. We only got 2 sacks today, both from Adam Butler, and we got no interceptions. Josh Allen goes 26 of 37 for 211 yards and 2 touchdowns on us. James Cook runs for 67 yards on 13 carries, and then receiving, Dalton Kincaid 10 for 86 in a score, and Khalil Shakir 3 for 17 in a touchdown. Before I wrap up today's episode, I do want to go look at the yearly awards and see if our guys are still leading those categories here. So if we come over here, the MVP is still listed as Josh Allen right now, but for Offensive Rookie of the Year, it is still looking like it's going to be Dimitri Cox. Ben Richardson is still right behind him now, so he has fought back to his number 2 spot, and Defensive Rookie of the Year is still looking like it will be Tracy Wilcox. We only have 4 games left here in Season 1, and in the next episode, I'm going to really try to get through all 4 so we can get to the offseason to get this team a little bit of help. But it does look like we have a bit to deal with at the start of the next episode, with a press conference, 2 team meetings, and a running back breakout scenario, so it should be a pretty solid finale to Season 1.